Have you ever walked past a problem thinking someone else will handle it? It's a common thought, right? We're all busy, we're all tired. But today, I want to share a story that might change the way you see those moments. It's a story about a broken elevator, a stinking mess, and a simple act that made all the difference. Imagine this: the elevator in an apartment building has been out of service for 3 whole days. Residents are forced to take the stairs, and to make matters worse, a huge trash bin has tipped over right at the entrance. Garbage is spilled everywhere. The smell is unbearable, and the floor is slick and dangerous. Flies are having a party. It's a disgusting, hazardous situation. One evening, Mrs. Turner, a resident, comes home from work. Her feet are aching, and she's already had a long day. She sees the mess, shakes her head in disgust, and mutters about her careless neighbors. But what does she do? She carefully steps around the garbage and heads up to her apartment. She's not alone in this. Over the next day, a parade of residents encounters the same scene. A young guy, probably a vlogger, pulls out his phone and starts filming, complaining loudly about the terrible building management. He gets his content, but the trash remains. An older couple stops, says a quiet prayer, hoping someone will fix it, and then continues their slow climb upstairs. Even a delivery driver, trying to do his job, curses under his breath and finds another way in. Everyone sees the problem. Everyone has a reaction, but nobody, not a single person, actually touches it. The mess just sits there getting worse. The next evening, a man named Liam gets home late. He works at a small repair shop, and it's been a tough day. His hands are still stained with grease, and his back is throbbing from being hunched over all day long. He is exhausted. As he reaches the stairwell entrance, the foul smell hits him like a wall. It's even worse than before. He notices someone has slipped in the mess and left a handwritten note on the wall, a small, desperate warning. "Be careful." Liam stops. Unlike the others who rushed past, he just stands there for a moment. He looks at the spilled trash, the grime on the floor, and the pathetic little note. Every bone in his body is screaming at him to just walk past it. It's not my job, he thinks. I'm tired. Someone else should have cleaned this up by now. All valid points. But then his thoughts shift. He thinks about the families with young children who live on the upper floors, running up and down these stairs. He thinks about the elderly woman he sometimes sees, the one who already struggles with the stairs even when they're clean. He pictures one of them slipping and getting hurt. With a deep sigh, Liam makes a decision. He sets down his work bag, rolls up his sleeves, and gets to work. It's not easy. The bin is heavy and awkward, but he manages to drag it upright. Then, with his bare hands, he starts picking up the scattered, sticky garbage. It's gross, but he keeps going. He finds some old cardboard nearby and uses it to scrape and wipe the floor, trying to get rid of the slippery gunk. Sweat is pouring down his face. His arms, already tired from his day job, are shaking with effort. As he's cleaning, a few neighbors walk by. They stop, watch him for a second with surprised looks on their faces, and then they just hurry on their way. No one says thank you. No one offers to help. They just leave him to it. Finally, after what feels like an eternity, he's done. The hallway isn't spotless. It's not perfect, but it's clean. More importantly, it's safe. Liam finds the janitor's closet, washes the grease and grime off his hands, and finally makes his way up to his apartment, even more exhausted than when he arrived. The next morning, something new is posted in the hallway. It's a notice from the building manager. It reads, "A sincere thank you to the unknown resident who took the initiative to clean the stairwell entrance last night. Your sense of responsibility is a great example to us all, but the story doesn't end there." A week later, the building manager approaches Liam. He'd been looking for someone reliable to help with building maintenance, some extra paid work. He'd been hesitant, not trusting anyone enough to offer the job. But seeing what Liam did, seeing that quiet act of responsibility, convinced him. Liam was offered the job. The extra money was nice, of course, but what really stayed with Liam wasn't the job or the cash. It was a simple, powerful realization. Problems don't wait for permission to be solved. They don't care if you're tired or if it's not your job. They just wait for someone, anyone, willing to stop and take action. Liam didn't clean that mess for a reward. He didn't do it for recognition. He did it because it was the right thing to do. And in doing so, without asking for anything in return, he opened a door for himself. A door that complaining, waiting, and ignoring the problem never could have. This story is a powerful reminder for all of us. How often do we see a problem, big or small, and just walk by? A piece of litter on the sidewalk, a confused tourist looking at a map, a colleague struggling with a task. We tell ourselves we're too busy, too tired, or that it's someone else's responsibility. But what if we chose to be a Liam? What if, just once in a while, we decided to be the person who stops? The person who isn't afraid to get their hands a little dirty to make things better, even when no one is watching. These small acts of initiative and responsibility have a ripple effect. They not only solve an immediate problem, but they also inspire others and build a stronger, more caring community. And sometimes, as Liam discovered, they lead to unexpected opportunities. The world doesn't need more people who are good at pointing out problems. It needs more people who are willing to solve them. You don't need a title, you don't need permission, and you don't need an audience. You just need to be willing to stop, roll up your sleeves, and do the right thing. Because you never know what doors that simple act might open for you and for those around you. Thanks for watching today. If this story resonated with you, let me know in the comments. And do you forget to subscribe for more content that I hope inspires you to make a positive impact. See you next time.